Hello and welcome to i-nastava. This is English language lesson for the third grade of high school. Today's topic is Human Rights Day. My name is Rejhana Nuhanović Tadijan and I will be your teacher today. In this lesson, you're going to design an infographic and structure an opinion essay. Before we start, please prepare your notebooks, pen or pencil, internet access, and if possible, a QR code reader. The first activity for today is about three famous human rights activists. Your task is to pause this lesson and brainstorm, so write down everything you already know about them. So without Googling or researching, just stop the lesson and write anything that comes to your mind. Have you ever heard of them? What area of human rights they are famous for? How old they are? Are they alive or dead? What's their nationality? Anything you know. And here is a question for you. Here are some human rights listed, and you need to guess which one is not a human right. So there is the right to information, the right to education, the right to life and liberty, the right to freedom of movement. So what do you think? Can you guess which of these does not belong to the human rights? It is the right to information, so it doesn't belong here. And here are some facts about Human Rights Declaration. The United Nations General Assembly adopted the Universal Declaration of Human Rights on the 10th of December 1948, and that is why we mark the Human Rights Day on the 10th of December. Do you know how many human rights are there? Can you guess? What do you think? There are 30. And I'd like you to pause this lesson now and write down as many as you know or think you know. And what are actually human rights? There is a quote by Voltaire which sums it up pretty accurately. It says, "I may not agree with a word you say, but I shall defend unto my death your right to say it." I would like you to type in this link bit.ly declaration HR or scan the code and read the introduction to this declaration or the preamble. After you have read it, please type in this link bit.ly HR gaps or scan the code, and there is an activity where you need to fill in the gaps with the missing words, and the words are given. So you just choose one of the options. And let's go back to this declaration again. The link is the same, bit.ly declaration HR. And this time, your task is to read all 30 articles. Then you should create an infographic. In that infographic, you should summarize each article. While doing that, you should not copy the sentences or phrases from the declaration, but try to rephrase it. So use simple sentences, straightforward sentences, and stress the main idea of each of these articles. And now you will do a research about the three people from the first activity and complete this chart. And how do you do that? Here are some suggestions. You can search online for some texts, interviews, videos, biographies, or different fun facts about these people. And what should you be looking for? You should find the year they were born or died in, where they come from, which human rights area they were most active in, and what is the most significant about their activity. And then you need to choose the one you find the most important and explain your opinion in about 2 sentences. Our next activity includes watching a video called Because I'm a Girl. You can find this video when you type in the link bit.ly girl HR or scan the code. You should pause this lesson and watch this video, and while watching, find the answer to the question which human right is in the focus of this video. And now, let's watch the video again. The link is the same, and this time you should complete this chart. There are 4 questions. You can copy the chart in your notebooks. The questions are: what does she like? What is her dream? And what is her reality? And what could be the solution? So watch the video and try to complete this chart. After this video, we will direct our attention to cartoons. When you type in the link bit.ly cartoon HR, you will find different collections of cartoons. Your task is to find one depicting a violation of one of the human rights. You should write your thoughts about that image in the form of notes, and you should include what this cartoon represents and why you have chosen it. Why is it so impressive to you? Then you should imagine you are a journalist commenting on this cartoon. You should record your comment in up to 2 minutes. You can use your notes, but don't read, and you can use Vocaroo or your smartphone to make this recording. And now it's writing time. Later on, you will have the chance to choose one of 4 topics to write an opinion essay about that topic. That essay should be about 200 words long, and it should contain introduction, body, and conclusion. In the introduction, you should present your subject and give your opinion clearly. You should include a thesis statement, and that is a sentence that summarizes the main point of your essay. In the body part, there are actually 2 paragraphs, and there you give your support. So you support your thesis statement. Each of these paragraphs presents a separate point of view with this support. In the conclusion part, you should restate your opinion and use different wording. To make your essay more engaging, you can end with a warning. You can also ask a provocative question or suggest some consequences that might happen. Here are some useful tips or phrases you can use when writing your opinion essay. There are some linking words you can use for giving reasons. For example, one reason for that is, or many people believe that. Then there are some words to express your opinion. For example, to my mind, I'm convinced that, or from my point of view. And some words to use when adding ideas. First of all, secondly, what is more, or finally. There are also some useful phrases like it would seem that, it could be argued that, this suggests that, or this proves that. So try to include as many of these words and phrases in your essay. When writing your essay, it's an opinion essay, you should choose only one idea or one side you can develop arguments for. So there is no for and against part, but only one side. You should state your opinion clearly throughout the whole essay, and you should give relevant support and also provide examples. You shouldn't repeat previously used words, but use synonyms. And here are the 4 essay topics. What is the most important human right? That's the first one. Are human rights guaranteed in your country? Do you know someone whose rights have been violated? And do you respect other people's rights? So out of these 4, you choose one topic and write your opinion essay on that topic with only one side. So your opinion is important. After you have written your essay, please use these statements to check your writing. So check if the essay has 4 paragraphs, whether you have clearly stated your opinion throughout the essay, whether you have used a range of synonyms and phrases, so not repeated these words, and whether you have provided relevant support and examples. As the last activity of the day, I would like you to name at least 5 human rights, but from your memory, so without looking at your infographic. If it helps, you can write them down or just list them in your heads, but no cheating. And this is the end of today's lesson. Until some other time, bye bye.